This is Activity 5.2 on page 167, Analyzing Pivot Table Data. We have our workbook My Sales Data open. You are pleased with the pivot table reports you have created. You now want to see what other information you can glean from the pivot table. You decide to see if you can answer the following questions. What are the fourth quarter sales? What are the total sales for each quarter by region? And what are the total sales for each region by product? Number 1, modify the pivot table report on sheet 1 to answer the question, what are the fourth quarter sales values? We're going to navigate back to sheet 1 worksheet. Make sure your pivot table is selected, and in our fields task pane, in the choose fields to add to report, we're going to drag and drop quarter into our filters area. So here we have quarter. We're going to click and drag that and drop that into filters. You want to make sure that quarter is in cell A1, and then that add a filter is in cell B1. Letter C, select the drop-down arrow in cell B1. We're going to select quarter 4 and then click OK. So we can see that quarter 4's sales is 1,842,121 and $21.27. Why it's showing 3 decimal places, I'm not sure. Number 2, clear the filter from quarter and modify the pivot table report to answer the question, what are the total sales by region for each quarter? I'm going to select the filter in B1 dropdown and select all. Click OK. And then in our fields task pane, in the drag fields between areas below section, I'm going to drag and drop quarter from the filters area into the columns area. And now the pivot table shows us the total sales for each region by quarter. Number 3, modify the pivot table on sheet 2 to answer the question, what are the total sales for each region by product? I'm going to navigate over to sheet 2. Make sure that your pivot table is selected. And in our task pane, we're going to drag and drop products from our rows area. We're going to move that into our columns area. So now our report shows us our regional sales for each product. Number 4, modify the formatting of the pivot table report. In our task pane, in the drag fields between areas below section, in our values area, we're going to select the sum of total sales drop-down arrow. And we're going to select value field settings. So this opens up our dialog box. And we're going to select our number format button. From our category, we're going to choose currency and then use our spin box for our decimal places to bring that down to 0. Click OK from here. And from your value field settings dialog box, you can click OK as well. And now you can see that our pivot table has updated to show the total sales value with our currency format and 0 decimal places. Number 5, sort the grand total values in smallest to largest order. We're going to select one of our grand total values in column K. So let me scroll over. We're going to go up to our Home tab of our ribbon. In our editing group, select the Sort and Filter drop-down, and we're going to sort smallest to largest. So you can see it should have $609,799 brought to the top. All right, we can go up to our Quick Access toolbar and save our updates from here. You can leave this workbook open for our next activity.